welcome back to my channel. It is Christian here, and I am just, I'm taking some time to stop and smell the hydrangeas, okay? My favorite flower, by the way. I love hydrangeas. They just look so fresh and pure, don't they? I mean, this is fake. Let's be very clear. My daughter just brought these up here. She's not supposed to be up here while I'm filming, but for some, weird reason, she continues to slide past her father. Oh my God, is it possible that he's simply just not watching her? Yep, I think that's what that is. Me and her Rafa agree. But she did bring these for me, so thank you, Claire Boo. I love you. I'm Christian. Welcome back to my channel. This is my 2 cents, my little piece of the internet where I just simply get to share what I feel, what I think, my opinion. Some of you guys respect it, love it, it resonates, and some of you guys simply don't like it, can't stand it, and you want me to get off the channel. But that's not going to happen, okay? Because I found my place. I found my place amongst my people. And I'm going to keeping on till the break of dawn. All right? Okay. 3 points that I like to say before I get into my topic. Number 1, you are not alone. Number 2, you're not crazy. Number 3, God, your creator, still loves you. All right? I'm just overwhelmed. I'm overwhelmed by all of the things that, happen in life. And I know that even though you may explain yourself multiple times about why you say or do or just plain t-shirt, okay, from the small group child. While you say or do certain things in life, you try to give explanations to people. You find yourself trying to explain yourself all the time and trying to make people understand you. And, you just get to a point where you don't want to explain anymore. And I have to tell you that you should get to a place where you stop trying to explain yourself to people who just don't want to understand you. They're committed to not understanding you. And this will tie into today's topic of how to handle people that loved ones, friends, families, co-workers, who are still in church and you're not. And it's a lot. It's a lot to navigate. And I'm doing this video specifically because I recently had someone that I know want an update on where we stand with it all. And I'm like, damn, you really ain't found my YouTube channel, have you? Okay, well, to God be the glory. I'm glad some people ain't found this channel, child, because their feelings would be hurt. Like, it would be sad for some people. But, yeah, I'm going to share with you all some of the points and some of the ways that I think that you can handle those in your life who are still in it and you're not. And this is from a lot of perspectives. And so I can say for me, I am not an unbeliever, right? So I haven't totally left religion or renounced faith or any of that. I am a spiritual individual who believes definitely in God, our creator. I am still on the journey of discovery and understanding. Fireworks. We just couldn't wait for it to turn dark outside of my neighborhood, clearly. But I'm still on my journey of discovery as it relates to the Bible and as it relates to scripture and how much of it is real and how much of it is literally just like stories of encouragement and parables for us to just live by and to apply our lives as lessons, and not so much as a rule of thumb or a standard in which we get to judge everything else going on around us by. And I feel like either way, whatever you believe about the Bible and scripture as a Christian, if it serves you, stick with it, right? Like, I'm not here to tell you not to go to church. I'm not here to tell you not to be a believer, not to believe in God, to believe in Jesus. I'm not here to do any of that. Like, I've never given my 2 cents on any of that because that's not my desire. I just want to bring up topics and ask questions and give insight and share my thoughts and opinions on things that happen in church culture. I'm not here to tell you what to believe. I'm here to tell you to believe what works for you and to exercise your freedom and your right to choose as it relates to spirituality. For I believe that a lot of people have checked their minds at the door when they get to church. That bothers me. So that's all I offer here. I don't offer a decision. I offer insight on what you choose to do in church and in your spirituality and in your journey. And so when I think of handling family and explaining yourself and your choice, the number one response for me is that church no longer served the person that I've become. And it may not make sense to a lot of people, but that has to be the answer and the peace and the place that you get to when people want to know why you left and what you doing now and have you walked away from God, and I'm gonna be praying for you that God open your eyes. I don't need that, right? I don't need you to pray for me. That's the thing about it. I've told people that before, like, I don't need you to pray for me. You're good. Keep them. Like, don't pray for me. Because I don't know what you're praying, and I'm not in agreement with it, and I would prefer you not to be out calling my name. On whose behalf, I do not know. And for what purpose, I'm not aware, and I don't want to be enlightened. Don't do it. Keep your prayers, okay? And that would be my thing. And that's what I say to people. Church no longer served the person that I'd become. I realized that my voice, that my thought process, that my values in life and in spirituality, my integrity, my knowledge, the information that I come into, church, I could no longer sit in church and act like I didn't know what I now know. I could no longer sit in church and not question motive, right? Not question decisions, not question actions, not question words, not question logic, because I know the kind of person that I am. And I would have to dumb myself all the way down to sit in church and allow a human, a male or female, whatever, to tell me things that I no longer accepted as my truth, that no longer apply to me. I don't have to do this in order to get this result, right? I don't have to show up for you in order to get this from my creator. I don't have to live in fear in order to exercise faith. Like, things just were no longer adding up. So when you want to know how to handle family that's still in it, my number one word of advice for you would be to not try to explain, right, why church no longer served you. Let people think whatever they want to think. Let people believe whatever they want to believe. You have to know the psychology behind trying to convince anyone of something. People believe that you're confused when you're always trying to explain to them why they're confused, right? People will believe that you're crazy when you no longer believe what they believe is sanity. It happens on all levels of life for an array of topics, right? Religion, politics, finances, relationships. All of us have differing opinions on all of those things. And the moment that you no longer believe the way that the people you know believe, they're going to automatically put you in the category of someone who's crazy, who's off, who's out there, who's stepped away or whatever. Let them have that belief and understanding of you. Because no longer fighting for their understanding shows that you're truly sound in your decision. If I was always trying to defend why we left church or whatever, it would make me look unstable. Like, girl, that's why I don't go. I don't say nothing. I don't be saying nothing. I've mentioned it one time to people who've asked, and we've told them we don't go. And if they don't ask again, we don't keep on mentioning it. Oh, yeah, you can have that Sunday stuff, girl. I'm going to be asleep tomorrow. I don't say nothing. Because this is now my reality. I don't have to keep telling you I'm black. I don't have to tell you, period, actually. You can see that. It's certain things you don't have to keep saying. It's certain things you don't have to keep trying to prove or validate for people. I'm not out here trying to recruit nobody. Unlike the Christians, unlike these super religious folks who are always out here trying to seek whom they may, convert. I don't have to do that. I'm secure in my decision, right? I'm secure in my understanding and my knowledge. This serves me. I'm not trying to convert you, right? This is good for me. I'm not trying to make it the right move for you. This has benefited me. I'm not trying to present you with the same benefits package. But I will tell you that you should check yours to see if it's actually good. But it's not your job to convince your family, your friends, your coworkers, or strangers of why you don't go. Simply, church no longer served the person that I've become. I became too wise for the games. I became too happy for the sadness and misery. I became too free for the judgment. Right? I became too peaceful for the confusion. I became too understanding. Right? I became too understanding for the lack of knowledge. I became too strong for the bondage. Y'all don't want to hear me. These are the responses. They're simple. Play the video back if you need to. Type some of these in your notes. Whatever you got to do. What I'm doing don't hurt you. And what you're doing doesn't hurt me. Let's just be at peace knowing that we have our own separate beliefs. Right? Because if you're always trying to poke holes in somebody else's boat, believe me, you're on the same boat that they're in that's going down. Because you can't poke holes in somebody else's boat from your own. Float on. That'll preach. I'm gonna end the video right there. Now, I didn't plan on going that route. That wasn't what was in my notes, but I'm gonna give you that word tonight. You cannot poke holes in somebody else's boat from your own. You gotta be in their boat too. And you going down. It ain't gonna go well for both of y'all because you're trying to defend or make them feel any kind of way. Be firm in what you know and believe. Don't let people make you feel guilty. Don't let people make you feel ashamed. Don't let people make you feel afraid. Don't do that. Don't allow other people to project onto you what they're not firm in, right? Have your scriptures, believe in them, and let that benefit you. If I choose not to go to church, but read my scriptures at home on an app or not at all, right? Whatever words are written upon your heart that you believe, let that serve you. Period. I like to think about the analogy. I've said this to people multiple times. When you're at a restaurant and you're waiting for your food that you've ordered, you see a lot of other meals coming past you, right? And you're like, oh, that look good. Oh, girl, I should have ordered that. Oh, look at that. Oh, my goodness, that's sizzling. Oh, my God, that smells so good. But that food doesn't edify you. That's for the people that it went to. That's for the people who ordered it. That's for the people who believed it was going to be good to them. But yours is coming. That works for you. That's best for you. That you've set yourself an expectation for. That you've aligned yourself with. That you've prepared your mind and your mouth for, your taste buds. You're excited about this experience with this meal. But when you're over at somebody else's table, watching what they're doing, how they're enjoying it, what that looks like for them, or if they're miserable with it, not happy, not satisfied, complaining, sending it back, arguing with the kitchen about it, you've missed all that was edifying for you at your table. All that you know is good for you. Focus on what you have to digest. Focus on what you've ordered. Focus on what will feed you. Focus on what will nurture and nourish you. You can't get nourishment from somebody else's plate. Now, child, I done ate. I'm good. I'm good. If y'all don't want to, press the like button, it ain't my business. It may have hit you too close to home. But I just want to let you know, stop trying to defend yourself to people who have already committed to not understanding your explanation, your moves, your expectations, your next level. All of that is not always connected with church. Some of it is just going to take you disconnecting from those who are already committed to staying in the same place year after year, month after month, decade after decade. It's not your business. Okay? All right. I've enjoyed the video. Hopefully you guys have too. If you have, like the video. And if you're new here and you haven't subscribed yet, or you're returning and haven't subscribed, please do that. We would love to add you to our 2 cents crew. But until next time, from me and my hydrangeas, I'm going to say bye.